Hello, we are live. We're, we are live right here at the Home Depot across the street from Taco Smell. And the sun is already set and the sky is becoming dark. Let's unplug this here. Well, kids, looks like Trump has lost. Well, he hasn't lost yet, but there's cheating going on at the ballot boxes and stuff like that. They're stuffing the ballot box. They won't let um, the poll watchers observe the counting, which is actually illegal because you're supposed to have observers from both parties and one independent watching the counting process go on. So that's lawsuit territory right there, which is really sad that it has to come to that, because then it makes the candidate that's bitching about it look like I don't know, kind of like a baby or a crybaby. But what's fair is fair. Having that stolen, that's the typical action of the left. Hate to say it, but that's true. As the looting continues, like and in San Francisco and some other towns, watered down election. Yeah, that's how you water down the election. You know what I mean? You get that, like, it doesn't matter like what side of the aisle you're on. It disenfranchises some people. They feel like it was a whole waste of time to be in the process. So it's actually a threat to our democracy to have all this stuff that's going on, which is not helpful. Not helpful to a poor person like me. Okay, why? Yeah, think. Okay, really hard. Think. Okay, or maybe not so hard. I've noticed like the working man and the struggling man and the guy trying to make his own way vote for Trump. I didn't even bother. Well, I bothered. I could see why you didn't even bother, because and they're counting on that. I'm gonna get off track and I'm gonna just answer to you. Your comment. That's what they want. They want to disenfranchise people and make them, give up and not bother. And then you end up. What happens is you end up with a one-party system like what they have in Chicago. It's not even worth your effort to stop your day. Either one, right? But in Chicago, there's only one party. There's only one, and that's the Democrats. What choice do you have? You have no choice. Because once they got in, that's the thing with the Democrats. There is a difference. They play for keeps. Okay? Once they're in, it's like any other infestation of vermin. It's next to impossible to get rid of them. 'Cause I remember when me and my wife first got married, we lived above a Chinese restaurant, and that thing had cockroaches, mice, and pantry moths, and you could not get rid of any of that vermin. You call Orkin, over and over, and you know what? the vermin were just eating that stuff for lunch. Huh. I mean, when we moved, I didn't take any of the stuff that we lived there with, with us. I didn't take the bed, the dressers, everything went into the dumpster. Left it behind. I didn't want to drag that along with, you know what I mean? And then you reinfect it. That's kind of like the left. You know, you drag it out of California and you bring it to Texas. You know what I mean? Then you start having problems like that. The same thing with moving from a place like that I moved from. Kind of frustrating, but you know what? You know, it's still America, hopefully, and there'll be more scrap at the curbside. And the junkyard will be open, I'm assuming. And people will still be making garbage. I can guarantee that. And I'll still be trash picking. The world's second oldest profession. Gun sales went way up. Yeah, you know, that same thing happened, during Obama. You know, when he got elected. All the gun stores, they ran out of ammunition and then they ran out of guns. First they ran out of ammunition. And I remember that was the first metal to recover was brass. You know, when the economy crashed, about 6 months later, into 2009, one of the first metals to recover was brass and then lead. The Canadian immigration website crashed. who's immigrating to? I know you always hear like the entertainers and stuff like that threatening if Trump wins. I mean, I've heard this all my life. You know, when I was a kid, if Reagan wins, we're moving to Canada. You know, 3 months later, the same fucking entertainers are still here. Why are you still here? Go to Toronto or Quebec or Vancouver. Get out of here. Go where you're loved. They never leave. We're going to Sweden. Go. Get out of here. Right? Jimmy Calhoun commented, I don't believe Trump lost. Well, I'm not a know-it-all. I mean, I try to make that abundantly clear in every video that I make. I am not a know-it-all, alright? Don't do it the way I'm doing it. That said, I'm being a little sarcastic, but I don't see the path to victory. I mean, you show me, because Joe Biden has 264 electoral votes. If Trump would have won, I would go and trade in my rock for a boulder. Okay. Yeah, I don't see Trump winning, though. Yeah, I mean, you guys go explain it. First of all, there's 2 states left that are still counting ballots, right? There's Georgia and Pennsylvania, and there's reported cheating going on in both of those states, and the lead is narrowing. Trump only has 50% in Georgia, and Biden has 48.2. And Pennsylvania, last time I looked, Trump had 51.7. And Joe Biden had 47.2% or something like that. Wait, what was that? Kill switch put something up there. I just wait until all the fraud is. Oh, okay. The trumpet has gone quiet. Yeah, I wonder why he went quiet. Were, they just telling him to simmer down, or, you know what I mean? Because he lost Michigan, and it looks like he's losing Nevada, which is 3 electoral votes, right? Then you got the two wild card states where Trump won, Nebraska, but they do a split electoral vote system. It's over? Yeah, I know, it's over. What are you going to do? There's 4 years of Biden. Hopefully, can you hear that? Yes, I can. Hopefully, Biden lives for the 4 years there. You know what I mean? Because, he is almost 80 years old. And it's the fat lady singing. Hey, does anybody want to listen to the fat lady sing? So, yeah, Joe Bite Me's got how many electoral votes does he have so far? 264? And if he takes Nevada, then it's 200, I don't know, 267. So he would just need 3 more. What states haven't turned in their electoral votes, though? Because, when I add up what Biden has and what Trump has, and then you add up Georgia and Pennsylvania, that still doesn't make 538. Only 5 people watching. 7 people watching. 9 people watching. We got 9 people watching all of a sudden. They mentioned that. Alright. 9 people watching the king go, hey, alright, Biden won, I think, right? He's got 264 electoral votes. But you know what? There will be scrap out by the curbside tomorrow. I can guarantee that. And I could almost guarantee that the scrapyard will be open tomorrow. And they will be paying cash. Okay? And I will be taking that cash. Thank you very much. And then I will be finding more scraps, and I will be cleaning the compound, and I will be getting my trucks going. No matter what happens, we will still drive the streets for scraps. Yeah, that'll be me too, right? Working the world's second oldest profession next to prostitution, being the number one. We don't want them either, out in the shed. And with how many days till Christmas? They gotta focus on Christmas there. You know what I mean? There needs to be something under the tree, right? I found some Christmas lights that actually work. They're all red. So I told my wife I'm going to decorate our bushes in front of the house in all red Christmas lights. When I found them, I thought Trump was going to win. 50 days till Christmas. It's nice out, so, the wire, High Steel Scrap Kingdom, hello, these Christmas light wires, they're very pliable when the temperature is like, right now it's like 64 degrees, so they're very pliable. But when you go and try and decorate your bushes, on your front lawn or whatever, and it's 20 degrees out, this stuff does not bend very well, and sometimes cracks, and then the lights don't work. Okay, so I am going to decorate, or I'm going to take advantage of the nice weather when I have a slow moment scrapping, and I'm going to decorate the bushes in all red Christmas lights because houses started putting out long Christmas stuff here already. Wow, right? I noticed there's a I don't know, non-denominational church. No, wait a minute, there is. No, it's First Christian Church or something like that nearby here, and they already had the Christmas decorations up about a week before Halloween. So they are ready. The Catholic Church doesn't do that until, well, they wait for Advent, but they don't do that until after Thanksgiving. I don't know. And take the stuff down generally pretty much right after the Epiphany, which is like the first week in January. But hey, longer Christmas season. Some churches, decorate, boost the people's spirit. That's good. Nothing wrong with that. I don't know. Oh well. I just thought I'd chat with you guys because I think you guys realized that I was a Trump supporter. You know what I mean? And you know, some people like on the left, they become unhinged when things. Oh, you know what? If Trump lost, he lost. You know what I mean? It's still America. There'll still be scrap. Wife says it's time to eat. Stay safe, King. All right. See you later, Skids and Scrap. I bet you it's more. Well, you're a little further south in Illinois, so it's probably was about 80 degrees down there. Marty 2024. Write-in candidate. Kanye, my idea of Christmas: sell some scrap, but stuff at the thrift store. That's the thing about this area, Joliet. There's a few thrift stores around here. Wow, do they suck? They are horrible. It's a repository for other people's worn out crap. That's what the ones in Joliet are. Like the Goodwill over here by the mall. It's hot trash in there. That's a place where I've gone to. Gee, what am I going to do with this old couch? Oh, I know. I'm going to take it to Goodwill. Because I don't have garbage pickup, and I don't really want to drag it across the street and put it in the neighbor's trash. And it's a little bit too big to push off the truck on the side of the road. Somebody might see me doing that, so I checked off the box of all the options on how to get rid of the old couch. And there's always Goodwill. They're good for something. I see people try to donate their old glass tube TVs there too, and this one over here, they reject them. They won't let you drop them off. Mattresses, they're still taking mattresses, so if you have a place you want to get rid of your old mattress. I snagged Nintendo stuff from the donation pile. Yeah, the Goodwill over here has got it's got one of those dumpsters with a compactor, so the dumpster has like a roof over it, and there's no way into their dumpster. And when you go to donate stuff at Goodwill, every time I go there to donate something, or actually go in the store to see what they have, I always hear the trash compactor going. Your donations, you can hear the machine going. All that stuff that you donated is just getting. It's going into the landfill. You know what I mean? This is my guesstimation. I would say a good 80% of the stuff that goes to Goodwill over here goes into their dumpster system. No joke. The opposite here, the Salvation Army near me has 34 tube TVs. Wow. I wonder what they do with them. I used to be that guy running the compactor, so then you know what I'm talking about, right? No curbside around here. Why? What's going on there? Why is there no curbside? Or it's not allowed, or it's just... It's just like a Mr. Scrappity Monday. There's like nothing. Oh, they're trying to sell it. What, people in your area try to sell the stuff that they would normally put out by the curb? That figures. At least Joliet's not that bad yet. Wow. What a bunch of tightwads. You live in the town of hoarders. Oh my God, you're a hoarder. You're a hoarder. Yes, I am. Thank you very much. You're a hoarder. I love like the it's almost terror sounding in the voice. I seen ladies sit stuff out. It was gone as soon as, oh yeah, sure. Stuff's gone. Stuff goes quickly here. Like I found a whole pile of aluminum, and dummy me didn't make a video of it because it would have been I think it would have been a good video. Some guy comes by in a late model, I mean like just a couple of years old, Chevy Silverado pickup truck, and he's like, oh, I was gonna pick that stuff up. I'm like, well, I beat you to it. I go, it's Joliet, you know, only I rode by on my bicycle and I went home to go get my truck, and now you're taking it. I'm like, yes I am. I called the lady and she said, I'm like, okay. I'm a hoarder. I got wrapping paper for Christmas. I found it in the garbage. Why pay more? I'll put that on the dashboard. I think that's at my limit, right? That's enough stuff for the dashboard. Now I got Christmas wrapping paper. You know, all that junk on the dashboard drives like a couple of my subscribers absolutely bananas. Mr. Yappity tonight. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'll wind down. I don't know. I'm taking a break from busting my butt all day. Cleaning the compound, raking the gravel, you know, of all the debris, and pushing the scrap back, taking it in. When I get the ground picked up before the snow falls. People here selling crap. I see you scrap. Yeah, I got like a plastic bin on my front porch, and I have a little doggy cage, and I had a couple of nibbles and inquiries on it, and no takers. The stuff is still sitting there, and there wasn't any magic money sitting in the green vase. Nothing. I thought for sure the doggy cage would go because I have it listed for only 15 bucks, and the 3-drawer plastic bin only 10 bucks. I'm not going to wait around for that. Those are porch pickups. I'm not going to wait around and spoil my day for the potential of 10 or 15 bucks. Not doing it. So that's the only way, you know, for the low rent, you know, sales on, you know, internet sales or whatever, that I'm willing to do. I mean, if it's like $100 item, or you know, 80 or 100 or more, I'll wait around for the people to come and pick it up. Because, you know, if they stole that, that would be more of a loss than like losing a plastic bin. But whatever, it is what it is. Nope, 9 people only watching. People running away. I know I'm boring you. How many other YouTube channels have the bowls to show? I got a bunch of new mops, flip-flops, and lollipops out of the dumpster. Yeah, around here, I gave them away. Oh, no, that's cool. People scooped them up. I don't know, I would probably do the same, end up giving them away, because I don't got any use for that stuff. If I handed my wife a mop, she would look at me and go, what's this? And then hit me over the head with it. Oh, a new weapon. And a bunch of lollipops. I don't know. Give that stuff to the kids. Flip flops. Damn. Yep. Hand her a frying pan. Yeah, she broke the handle on the frying pan. I guess I have to find her another frying pan. She slammed it into my back, in the back of my head, and the handle broke. Man of Steel. That's what I said to her after it broke. What you gonna do now? Iron skillet. Don't give her ideas. I know what I'll do. I'll wear a giant speaker magnet. I'll duct tape it to my back. It'll get stuck. It'll get stuck to my back. It'll be like a Marvel superheroes movie. That'll learn her. Yeah, no, it gets like a cartoon sometimes, me and her. It sure ain't no Tucker and Sammy. Can you imagine? Like, Tucker and Sammy, like, 20 years from now? She's smashing Tucker over the head with a broom or a mop handle. I'll give you a gimbal. Whack! Ow! There's some people that really work hard for YouTube. Oh. You get to that level, you ain't gonna make shenanigan move. You ain't gonna make shenanigan. You ain't gonna make shenanigan videos of you voting or something like that. You know what I mean? There's a lot of these channels to get all weirded out by doing anything too risque. Yeah, an hour of video every day takes work and time. Yeah, it does. Actually, no kidding, All that editing. Tucker makes an hour video. He recorded at least 3 hours and cut it down, to like an hour or 40 minutes or whatever. Yeah, pushing that pile back, taking the stuff in, getting ready for winter, because winter comes, and I've been there long enough to know, the place floods, and it's under a foot of water, and then you can't do anything until the water goes down, and you know what? If you're really unlucky, yeah, maybe get a job editing. Yeah, not me, buddy. I'm the wrong cat for that job. Well, we'll leave that to Scrap and Pallet Man and Tucker Upper and Taco Stacks. All the editing. I didn't go to school for that. I make short vids. Yeah, I noticed a lot of people make, videos like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Yeah, I thought I was the only one, with the 1 minute update. That was a good idea for a while, but, I don't know. I still do it, but not as much. Mr. Scrappy is quite funny with his thumbnails. Yeah, not only his thumbnails, but he's what's that show? It's on, I don't know, Hulu or something, or Netflix. Something incredible playlist. I stopped watching channels with a lot of ads. Yeah, there are a lot of channels that have gazillion ads. Like, I'm not picking on Scrap and Pallet Man. I'm just saying, like, I watch like a few of his videos lately, and I'm like, damn, there's like 10, like along the little bar on the bottom, there's like 10 little dots all along the way. I'm like, how did all those advertisements get in there? YouTube Premium. I watch a lot of YouTube. Yeah, what the heck is that name? It's right at the tip of my tongue. Somebody's incredible playlist, and it's some hot redhead chick, and she like looks at people. They're making money off them. She looks at people, and then like music starts playing in her head. Well, that's Mr. Scrappity. He's watched so many movies and videos. He knows exactly what to put on there. YouTube. Like what was the movie outtake he did this morning? I can't even remember, but it was funny as hell. There's I don't know. He did an outtake of Taco Stacks checking the temperature or something like that. And he did some outtake like, who finds this stuff? Rain Man. he finds this stuff on video and stuff like that. That thing must have remote start because that car next to me started up and there's nobody in it. And it fits perfectly. And Natural Born Killers. Yeah, he did the Natural Born Killer one. Was like the last one that he did in the video outtake. You know what? I don't have... Oh, it's Zoe's Incredible Playlist. Okay? They don't pay me to watch. Zoe's Incredible Playlist. So she's got all these songs in her head, and they like play like for different situations. That's not Scrap and Pallet Man. That's Mr. Scrappity. It's Mr. Scrappity's Incredible Playlist. I swear to God, he's got all those movies in his head. Scrappity don't have ads. No, you don't have ads because his channel's not monetized. And I can't remember what the reason is. He could be making, from my guesstimations, send him tips. Well, I've told him to, you could monetize but he don't want to. There's some reason why he don't want to. I can't remember what it is. I just know in comparison to my channel, he could probably make like between $30 and $50 a video, but I would say more like $25 to $35 per video because if he leaves the video up for a day or 2 days, he's already got like 3,500 views. Any of my videos make that kind of money, maybe $2.30. And that's if people let the ads play. Look what's slowly happening to Joliet. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a homeless person pushing a Target shopping cart full of their earthly treasures. And you see that more and more and more lately. And the homeless people seem to really favor the Target shopping cart because they think it's all plastic. I can't live off the tube, man. I don't even know what that means. I can't live off the tube, man. No, my channel makes about $2.30 maybe a day, something like that. YouTube income. Yeah, a lot of people do though. I'll tell you what. You go to NoxInfluencer.com, and it's very accurate. And the only reason why I know it's very accurate is because I compared it. I compared the data that they have with my channel, and it's spot on with my channel. So if it's spot on with my channel, it probably is. Yeah, it probably is spot on with other people's channels, like Taco Stacks. Between his thrifting and reselling, yeah, Scrap and Pallet Man's making. I shouldn't keep saying it over and over. It's publicly available information though, so he's making good coin on it, on that channel. Although, you know what? I don't really think that he should get another truck. I mean, unless the one that he's got is falling apart, because that keeps him looking humble. I got me a sign and a clown outfit. Clown out of work. I've been a clown out of work for years. Scrap and Pallet Man's got a sign, like an electric sign on his roof. It says Scrap and Pallet Man on there. I ain't gonna do that. I don't. I don't want the general public knowing, hey, there's scrap life over there. Thanks to the pandemic. Yep. Well, you know, when the pandemic first started, the YouTube income dropped significantly. Like huge. It really went down. So if my channel went all the way down, like really way down, we're talking like almost nickels and dimes for a few months there. I bet you every YouTube channel was, because advertisers weren't paying as much and they couldn't find as many advertisers or whatever. I don't know. People weren't buying anything. They didn't need to, right? They were stealing it. I say don't restock the shelves in the stores and just abandon the stores. Close them up, board them up. Don't put anything new in there. Leave the neighborhood. Tear the store down. Make it into an empty lot. I mean, if people in the neighborhood are going to act like that, then you know what? Done. Don't need you. Why restock the shelves only to have the stuff stolen? Only to have the stuff go up in price. You live 30 miles from what? Who, Pallet Man? Pallet Man lives about, I don't know, DeKalb to Joliet. You know, figure that out. I think that's like 60 miles. It's actually too far for my beat up old truck to go. I don't trust this truck as a TMZ. Okay, 30-mile zone, but really and realistically speaking, more like 3-mile zone. But yeah, 30 miles. I don't want to go any more than that, because if it breaks down, I'm gonna have to have a tow, you know, and me, I gotta go stand on a corner. I don't know. I always jokingly say that to my wife. I go, I have the proper outfit. I've got the homeless clothes already. I've already wear homeless clothes, filthy, dirty, and all that. At the end of the day of scrapping, my face is all dirty. My hands are dirty. Everything's dirty. I look perfect for that role. I get me some old weathered cardboard and a marker, and just put on there. Just simply pour. Nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. You know, those people standing on the corner, they get eggs thrown at them, they get rocks thrown at them, they get spit on. People rev their engines when they go along. Yeah, they get bullied and harassed all day long. Can you imagine standing there or taking that abuse? I mean, you're putting your hand out, you're panhandling, but all day long, for as long as you're there on the corner, people fake or feign like they're gonna like run into you or squeal their tires to like scare you, or they actually throw stuff at you. Buy them a beer. I don't want them to I don't want them to I don't want to be accused of making them tipsy and they fell into the roadway. End my clown outfit. Buy them a beer. just just cut to the chase. Don't buy. Give them a bottle of vodka or a couple packets. Couple packets of their favorite candy. Candy. I was homeless once. Running around. I was homeless once. I was homeless for 6 months. When I was married, my bitch sister-in-law called the government when I lived in Oak Lawn, and the government came there. The building inspector people and the government came there, and they insisted on picking on me and my house. And I had the village engineer out there, and he said that the house was sturdy and strong enough, but I don't know, other trustees and stuff like that. I put a bucket on the curb. Had me tear my house down. I had no place to live. I had to pay to have my house torn down, because if the village tore my house down, they said it would have cost me $6,000. So I had to tear it down. Partly I tore it down myself, and then the other part, I had to hire somebody to rip out the utilities and all that. It cost me $2,800. My wife and my kids stayed with my mother-in-law. Scrapping Irish. Hey there, Scrapping Irish. So my wife and kids stayed with my mother-in-law, and at the time, my mother-in-law lived, way out here in the sticks, and I still lived in Oak Lawn. So, and my only transportation at the time was that beat-up truck that I had, and I wasn't going to drive it all the way out to where my mother-in-law lives, and then drive all the way back into the city, because that's where Oak Lawn is. It's like a suburb of Chicago. And that's where I used to go scrapping, because I didn't know other areas. So I used to sleep in my truck, and a lot of times I'd park my truck right by the junkyard, and I'd sleep in there. It was some really crappy sleep, especially during the wintertime. Sleeping in a regular cab pickup truck. No fun. But at least I had a truck. Bye. I gotta go take care of everyone. Alright, bye. At least I had a vehicle, and that was my way of making money, and it gave me a place to at least sleep rather than be completely exposed to the elements. That's a whole other level of homeless. If you don't have a car, wow. That's pretty much the end of your rope. You now officially have become a feral human, like just a wild piece of wildlife. You don't have a car to live in anymore. You got like a tent or a cardboard box or something. That's a whole other level of homeless. So I saved and I saved and I saved my money. And I had enough to put down. After 6 months, I saved $10,000, and I was nervous as shit, because I was like, I didn't have a bank account, and I had 10 grand on me in my truck. Well, that is special kind of stupid, but you wouldn't think that there's other risks that you're taking though, having that money, getting pulled over and then the cops going through the car. I saved every receipt that I had so I could prove where I got the money from and all that. Because the cops they can confiscate the money if it's over a certain amount. So I kept all the receipts and stuff like that. It was just, finally I got myself a safety deposit box at a bank and put the money in there. I couldn't take the paranoid feeling anymore of like, what if the truck got in an accident, and I was knocked unconscious. The tow truck driver will steal the money. I don't know. What if the truck gets stolen when I'm, not in it? All of a sudden, all these thoughts start filtering in your head, and then they constantly play over and over, constantly, all day long. So I was able to save enough money to put down so we could get the place, a new place to stay. Along with the money that I got from tearing down the old house and selling the property to a developer. That was a forced sale, thanks to my bitch sister-in-law. What it was is she didn't want my kids growing up with her kids, going to the same school, cramping her style, blowing her cool. Everyone gets what they put out in the end. I don't even know what that means. Okay. Call me stupid, but romantic. Everyone gets what they put out in the end. I guess if I'm gonna wait for the end to go and find out, I don't know if I'll be around in the end to find out, right? Oh, okay. Look, I have Asperger's, which is a form of autism, so that's when it starts showing. We don't. People with Asperger's don't always connect socially or understand certain things. It's a little hard. It's like Earth to Mars. Yeah, well, I guess I got handed a bag of shit for some reason there. Yeah, well, I survived. Haha. Okay, you can't destroy me. You took my house from me, which actually fucked up my life. Okay, how did it fuck up my life? First of all, I wouldn't be living in this stupid town called Joliet, and my kids would have grown up in a, I don't know. Oh, I don't really like urban areas, you know what I mean, or suburban areas. I like far out suburbs, but all right, buddy, gotta run. Stay scrapping, brother. All right, bye. I do like being kind of further out from the city, but I think my kids would have benefited more if they grew up in an area where there's more people, like more friends. Because the further, I didn't realize all this stuff when I was younger, but the further you get away from the big city, the fewer people there are, right? And if you get way out there, which we're not, okay, the big gathering or meeting place is the local high school and maybe the church. Okay, so the high school becomes the center of the town. Well, this place isn't that unpopulated, but out here you don't see kids playing in the street really, so to speak. Like you do when you get closer to the city. There's kids playing in the street. They're, at the park. You don't see that out here. You know, they all hide in their house and they play video games and stuff. And school is the big social place, you know, where you meet people. Well, just hanging out, you know, and being home and being around the house, there's no friends around on the block or anything that in this area. There's not that many kids. Everybody's spread out, all right? Hello, King. What's up? Average Hillbilly. Was just talking about how, well, I haven't checked the election results in the last 30 minutes, but it looked like Trump was losing. Trump only had 241 electoral votes and Biden had 264. So I don't see any path for victory for Trump. So it looks like Biden's going to win, and you know what? There will still be scrap on the streets tomorrow. Working the world's second oldest profession, scrapping. Next to prostitution, which is the world's oldest profession. Picking up after somebody else is the world's second oldest profession. And with that, I'm going to say bye-bye, because I don't know, it's getting later, I don't got a clock, but I want to do a few other things, and then I want to get home, and maybe I'm going to go back out in the streets for a half an hour or an hour, and then I'm going to call it quits. Alright, so bye. Nice chatting with you. Bye-bye.